So yeah, my Target receipt is $92. It is $92.77, but I've already been purchasing things for her all throughout the year because came summer, we were still kind of doing a little bit of summer work here and there. Hey fam, Sarah here. Welcome back to our channel. By the title, you guys have already seen that in today's video, I'm bringing you guys a back to school haul. I am actually remaking this intro because upon editing, I realized that it wasn't focusing very well. So disregard if you see a part that's kind of added to things because I am just basically having to redo my intro. But yeah, long story short, I am doing a back to school haul, and if you're unfamiliar with me, I am a mom of 5 and I have always homeschooled. So for starters, I've been homeschooling for a very long time. My eldest is now 20. Or soon to be 20. Okay, I should not be pushing her age. She's turning 20 in like literally months. I've been homeschooling her since she was 3 years old, if not a little bit sooner. But yeah, I've been homeschooling for 17 years. So I am definitely like a seasoned mom in the field of homeschooling. One thing I've learned over the years is that if you invest upfront, in good material or just good quality type things, you're able to pass things on to each child. That's more specific to curriculum, I would say. So that said, on a whole, I realize like I don't need that much. I'm in a different place right now. With my eldest 3, I use a variety of materials. Like I wasn't necessarily able to pass on like their homeschooling material because I didn't invest back then, just kind of pieced together and bought like different pieces. And so there were workbooks that they worked out of, and when they were done, they were just kind of put away. I've since learned different ways, different strategies, how to save not only workbooks and materials, but just save money and time and just you know, just on a whole, just be more cost effective when it comes to homeschooling. So right now for my 5-year-old specifically, I've already been purchasing things for her all throughout the year because came summer, we were still kind of doing a little bit of summer work here and there. I kind of said to myself, if my child looks like she's bored, we're gonna do some work. And the funny thing is she loves to learn. Even my 2-year-old loves to learn. He's at the stage where he's reading, like learning to read. He can read sight words, a lot of them, and he loves to do his numbers. So they actively learn to read, and it's something that you have to foster from a young age. I will talk about that in a different video because this video is not it, but I'm just trying to point out that she's been working on stuff all year long, and so we have workbooks that I have purchased throughout the year. Things do go on sale. Sometimes when I just see it, I pick it up because I find that if I skip over it, I'm not going to remember, or I often don't even find it when I come back to look for it. So I tend to do that most often. So she tends to have a lot of the things that she needs, you know, like writing utensils. That we have a ton of at homeschooling. In fact, sometimes I feel like we have too much. We've got markers, we've got the crayons, we've got the pencils and the pens. Like we have a ton of that, so we're never short of that. However, I needed some of that for the older kids. So yeah, honestly, the little kids didn't really need for much. They didn't want for much. And the things that I do want to pick up, however, are more specific to my liking of how it helps me to get work done for them, and also just kind of some of the things that I want to foster. So I know 2 things that I really want to get are Bible journal for them. It's more like a devotion, and we start each day off with it because that's what I've done with the eldest kids, and I really loved it. It's just a nice way to start our work. It sets a nice pace and a nice tone, and the word gets in immediately at the beginning of the day while everyone is focused, because it gets important for us. And I find if we don't do it, it just does not get done. It just gets pushed to the back of the day and everything else takes over. So I would like to get my hands on that. I haven't had one of them in years because my 3 older kids are now in high school. So I haven't had one of those in a minute, but I would like to find one for the littles to restart. It's really just my 5-year-old because she's the only one that can write. It's an interactive book. There was another thing that I wanted to get for myself. I can't even remember right now what it is, but I have also grabbed myself a personal journal that's important for me. And it's a journal that I use both for homeschooling as well as for my personal like reminders and all that jazz. And then we have our family calendar on the wall, which I will use as well. That's just very helpful in keeping the schedule and keeping a reminder and keeping just us, you know, focused on what our agenda is. At 5, there's not too much going on, but we'll be done homeschooling in a short amount of time. So some of the things that I bought are more like, you know, they're fun ways to keep homeschooling fun. Does that make any sense? Sorry for filming here right now. I did not anticipate filming in my bedroom to begin with. Hubby's downstairs working on the cubby unit area that we're trying to do because we've been doing so many activities back to back. We went on a mini trip out of our country. So we have been just going, and we have things that we need to wrap up and do. So he's working on that. The littles are actually watching something now, because I was trying to get some work done, and we're also trying to keep the little one away from the paint. Yeah, it's just a lot going on, so I have nowhere to film down there because it's just not going to be quiet. So that's why we're up here. But like I said, the other part of the video is already filmed, so I hope you guys enjoy this little mini back to school haul. Keep watching the vlogs. You will see other things in there as well, as we keep picking up things that kind of come to mind, because yeah, the brain doesn't work like that. You'll go shopping and you think you have your list together and you think you have it all figured out, and then you come home and you still realize that you are missing things. It's not the case at the current moment, but I just know that there is going to be something we're somehow missing. That's just how life works. Anyways, guys, let's get into this haul. Okay, guys, so just a quick overview. This is just a bunch of the things that we just got. I just want to point out, so if you missed our recent trip in Ohio, our family did like a little mini getaway, and while we were there, the whole point of going there was to do some back to school shopping, primarily with clothes shopping, because that's what you do when you live in Canada. You like to, that's what you do. It's always been a thing. You kind of just cross the border and get some clothes there, because it's usually a little bit, you know, cheaper. So that's what we did. It was primarily clothing shopping, but while we were there, we did do like a simple back to school supply shopping as well. So I'll show you those first. I just picked up a bunch of items today from a totally different store, and this was in Canada. So let me show you the stuff that I grabbed while in Target in the US. Some of the first things that we grabbed were these 5-star journals. These ones are pretty common well, this one isn't 5-star. This is a regular one. I think my daughter just liked it because of the pattern on it, but we grabbed a bunch of the 5-star journals. These are pretty classic. They use these in high schools for taking notes. They can go in their binder because of the holes, so we usually grab those. We grabbed ourselves some erasers. These are the erasers that the kids have been really liking, I think, and we grabbed a bunch of them. There's another one that they really like, so they want me to look for that one, so I'm gonna see if I can find it. But we grabbed a bunch of these. I'm pretty sure they can leave maybe 1 or 2 for me at home with the homeschoolers. And then they grabbed a bunch of pencils. They like mechanical pencils. They love pens, and they already have a ton of them. So they grabbed a bunch of these. One of my daughters said she wanted a pencil case, just something a little bit more, I don't know, durable, something a little bit bigger than the one she had because she carries a lot more things. So we grabbed this one, and it is a bit of a hard case, and it's really unique. This was a little bit different. We came by these index cards is what they're called. And the cool thing about them is that they're really good for like note taking and stuff like that. One side has lines and the other is blank. So you can use it for art, you could use it for doodle, you can use it to take notes. You can just basically use it for anything. These were really inexpensive. They were like $1 something, I believe, if not maybe 2. And so we grabbed a bunch of those. Okay, so moving on for the little kids. Yesterday we went out to this place called Santa's Village, and the kids had a great time. And while we were there, the little ones wanted to, when we went to the gift shop after, and the little ones were like enticed. My daughter loves stuffies and really just wanted to grab any random stuffy there just to get one. So I said, you know what? I will take you to a proper toy store where you can go and have like a wide selection of stuffies. So we did that today, and in the midst of going there, I ended up doing some back to school shopping because I actually forgot that this place did sell like a lot of things that homeschoolers use. They have a lot of kits and things like that, which I'm debating about, but I kind of want to, a part of my plan all summer was to kind of go through our kits and minimize some of what we have, get rid of some of the old things. But I have done that, but not completely. I feel like I still need to go through it and tweak it a little bit. Okay, you guys won't believe this. Since making this video, I've literally been interrupted about 7 times, maybe 6 times. It was a guy that came to the door wanting to seal driveways. Babes has called me several times. He's in the same store that I'm actually talking about right now, because when I came home, I'm the one who took the kids out today while he was around. He was at home with some of the girls and they were doing different things around the house. I saw a bike there for Zavi, and I couldn't determine if he would like it or not. So since he went on the street to grab one of our daughters from work, I asked him to go check it out. So he's calling me from there. And yeah, my haul just keeps getting interrupted all day long. Long story short, or rather short story long. While in the store today, I ended up picking up a bunch of homeschooling stuff for the little ones. So let me show you what they are. So Zavi already has one of these white clean books. So lately I've been really into, he's really been into writing on it. So I decided to grab him another one basically. But this is kind of like an all-in-one type book that he can do letters and numbers, as well as like practice writing words throughout the school year. I'm excited for that because we can just wipe it clean and we can kind of repeat every day, because we all know repetition is important when it's it's basically the foundation when you're starting to write and read and all that type of stuff. So that, I'm excited about that for him. I did find him some Brain Quest. I'm actually debating about this Brain Quest for him that I picked up, because it's for ages 2 to 3 years old, and he is a little bit of a smarty pants, so I'm not sure if this one is too boring for him. I'm gonna have to check it out. I did grab him these numbers flashcards. He's really good with flashcards. He knows his numbers very, very well. He can identify a lot of them. He can count from 1 to basic, like almost 100, and he can identify a lot of the numbers. So I grabbed this so we can practice further with the higher ones, the bigger numbers that he's not completely sure of yet. Another thing that I came by was this cutting and pasting book. It just looked like a lot of fun. I remember having these for the little ones, and it's just different things. Cut and put the story in order, or just cut and finish the picture, which feet goes to what animal, cut to and paste it on the proper shapes and things like that. It just looked like a fun. They were very inexpensive, $4 or $5 for that, and both my toddler and my grade 1 can do this, so we'll do that. And last but not least, I grabbed this Key Skills for Kids Math, and I do have, Zoe does have curriculum books, but I do want her to excel in math and starting at a young grade. So I grabbed this. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do this, if I'll be using this just like side by side with her curriculum book, or I'll be using it as like an extracurricular. But I really love this book because the foundation of it is like, it's like really, really solid. Just gives you like a good grasp on the math, or on like the principles and different things like that. So I really love that for her, and it's just fun and unique ways of learning. It's not just like boring question and answer type book. I love it. So I'm very excited for her with that. I'm gonna grab some pens for myself for back to school, but we're gonna grab that from Costco. So I wanted to get this video out before I went to Costco, which I think I'm doing that today because a long weekend is approaching, and I don't want to do everything when everyone's going to Costco on the Saturday. Not to mention the Sunday, we have plans. We wanted to do kind of like our last we wanted to do a last get out and whatever with our children. So yeah, I believe today would be the proper day to go this evening if I have the time. I pray I have the time to. And I can grab some pens. I can grab some pens and stuff to stock up my pencil case, because I definitely need one for myself. I usually just have like a little mini container. I will show you guys my setup anyways. I'll show you my homeschooling setup for myself. Like I said, I'm only homeschooling my grade 5 and my 2-year-old, so it's not like crazy, but I will show you guys the setup, and I will show you basically, I will pair together and show you all the other curriculums and books that I'm working for with my kids this year for homeschooling. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy in this video. Just wanted to touch base and show you my little homeschooling haul. So yeah, my Target receipt is $92. It is $92.77, but I'm gonna minus $30 with all the other things that we bought. From basically, we bought like a water bottle and some vitamins and to, I think, like craft dinner, because we were just in our hotel trying to make little things. I don't know, some kind of craft thing it was. But yeah, those things tallied to about $30 roughly. The rest of the receipt was strictly the back to school items. It don't look like a whole lot because it really isn't, but that is what it is right now. Keep watching the vlogs, guys, to see what else we'll put together for like for back to school and whatnot. The girls might show you how they pack up their bags and just kind of put their things together. We'll see. But hope you guys enjoy this little mini back to school haul. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you can be alerted when we upload our videos, guys. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.